So yeah, just to continue from the first part, it is unfortunate to see the wrestlers who have been released from WWE, but that is technically really the norm, especially with WWE releases. When Bray Wyatt unfortunately was released first time out, it just came as a big shock due to the fact that he has been someone who's been in WWE for such a long period of time. And despite him being, I would say, a great character and having some innovative promos and also moments, it just never really translated well. But yeah, the releases are unfortunate, but I think at the exact same time we have to also look that these guys will be fine anyway. The landscape of wrestling has completely changed. You can make a living outside of WWE. We have different other places for them to do so. And all the people that have been released will have their opportunities to get the chance to shine as well. There's also been some wrestlers in NXT that have been released, and even with them being released, they could also have opportunities outside as well. So it is unfortunate. I do think that the wrestlers who have been released, let's say the high profile ones like a Kairi and an Aleister Black and a Selena Vega, in hindsight, kind of didn't make any sense, especially where they were standing, whereas they were still involved in current storylines. Aleister Black maybe not as much, but he definitely had a presence, especially with the whole Randy Orton Cody Rhodes thing, and you could be doing something further on. I felt that the motive of just signing wrestlers from AEW to WWE and then have nothing to do with them, just for them to, let's say, go back again. I look at Andrade as a perfect example. WWE brought him back from AEW, did nothing with him, had him in a tag team with Phoenix, but then of course maybe there was a situation involving policy issues or whatnot. But as you're seeing him in AEW, he's currently doing the best work that he's done since I would say NXT days. So, and another one could be also another example, Tommaso Ciampa, who I think has done an exceptional job since moving to AEW. If it's the great matches he's been involved in, or just the kind of energy that he's brought in since his moving. But yeah, it's not just only a TKO thing, it is a WWE thing that these releases happen. Of course they need to do it because they need to save as much money as possible. It just does suck when these are the wrestlers that are the people that they decide to release. Um yeah, Kairi Sane confuses me, but hey, I guess we'll see her in Japan soon or just somewhere else as well very soon after their non-compete clauses are done. Just to kind of give some thoughts on SmackDown, I was able to kind of skim through SmackDown. SmackDown, in my opinion, just has been a show that I haven't really been invested to watch on a full episode basis. One, the episodes are just longer, and but I think what was cool to see is the emergence of some of the call ups. We've seen Fatal Influence make their debut. JC Jane, Fallon Henley. I'm forgetting the other one. I think it's Lani Reed. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it seems like they have stumbled into SmackDown and have become arguably right now the number one heel faction for the women's division. Something that I'm hoping that can help juvenize that women's division, in my opinion. When Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill happened, I said that this wasn't the best feud I liked. It wasn't a feud that was great in terms of what they can need. But I said even if Rhea wins or Jade wins, the women's division needs a kick up. It needs something that can help raise itself because we've had very mediocre title runs as of late. But I think adding someone like Fatal Influence is going to help spice up the division. I think they've done a really good job in NXT, as well as JC Jane, who had a great 2025, holding both the NXT Women's Championship and also the TNA Knockouts title to an extent as well. But yeah, it should be interesting to see what they'll do with the with this team as well. It seems Blake Monroe will be making her way to SmackDown as well as Ricky Saints. So for NXT, feel bad for you. All you men are getting yanked. All your wrestlers are getting taken away. But but yeah, and it seems like they're slowly continuing the Roman Reigns Jacob Fatu angle where this is clearly the main event for Backlash. But yeah, I think just to continue off, it was an eventful day, especially with the releases. Unfortunately, it seems like we got some call ups onto the main roster as well, so that's going to spice some things up, adding the Fatal Influence as well as um, Blake Monroe, someone who I do think her time in NXT has been a little bit of a mixed bag where she's had some cool, intriguing things with certain feuds, but just hasn't really matched up to what she was doing back in AEW with that fantastic storyline with Tony Storm. But hopefully that can be a different change now that she'll be moving to the blue brand of WWE on SmackDown. But yeah, those have been my thoughts on WWE as of late. I think the news of the releases have kind of sparked me to just kind of make this video and just kind of give my thoughts on how things have been going in terms of the road to Backlash and just how WWE is going to be moving in heading into 2026. Um, yeah, like I said, for all the people that are released, hopefully everything goes well for them. They will find opportunities, but I think every time we get a release, we kind of just have to look at the landscape of WWE and think, what will we do with this person? What we're doing with this person? Probably this person was going to get released. But I think also for the people, let's say, who are not getting any TV time right now, who are currently still in, let's say, catering or just whatever, I think this is also, at any time this happens, it's a wake up call just to know that anyone could be released. Unless you are one of the big people that WWE TKO really trust, anyone could get released. Anyone can catch it. So, yeah. I've been Reardon from Main Event Mike. Like, comment, subscribe. Do let me know your thoughts on the first part video and also this second part video. And hopefully me and Billy will catch you guys soon. See ya.